The next minute here is just me chipping civilians and getting stunned. Overall, nothing interesting. Anyways, how do you like the video so far? If you like to see more of this, please engage with this video by liking or commenting. That would help a lot. Hello, welcome to the first video of many on my channel. This is the recording of my first game with the reworked Harken and my impressions of her kit. Straight off the bat here, if you had ever seen or used the HP Harken skin, you'd see that they have entirely reworked the skin. The second big change that I noticed is that Enrage is now button activation ability. This already makes Harken much stronger than before, as she can no longer loose on the premise but bad Enrage cycle. Now I get very tunnel vision by an AFK player, allowing a revolver to stun me, dealing 66 damage. I see out of the corner of my eye that a taunt civilian is trying to sneak up on me, so I use agitation to ward them off. Now here I jiggle peek this painting looking thing to see a civilian hiding behind it, and I decide to make them my next target. And right about now, as I am scanning the civilians, I realize that there are no healers, meaning I will have already essentially won the round. I decide to use agitation on a crowd for some chip damage, since this lobby is going to give me a hard time due to the amount of disruptions and stuns there are in this lobby. Here I decide that enough damage is dealt to use Enrage to finish a couple of civilians off. The first person I see is the Pi revolver in the distance, so I decide to make them my target. Never mind, I guess this guy wants to die more. Anyways, I never got to talk about agitation and its variant like Piercer, which is curvable like John Doe's spikes from Forsaken. Here I misclick to use Pummel, and oh my god, it does 50 damage, which is insane for being so versatile. Very fair, I guess. Nerf artful some more. Here I start chasing this. I hate you. You know that? Wow, I am not that stupid enough to fall for your banana bait. In fact, please do this some more so I can kill you faster. Are we seriously trying? Okay, you didn't see anything there. It was all a figment of your imagination. Here I focus my attention on the gambling revolver. Since I have been getting, I make a very intentional revolver parry here. Totally intentional and not at all accidental. Now the civilians are grouping up again, since they see a low amount of time, so I use Repress to gain more nose. I continue tunneling this guy since I hate revolvers. And now as this is supposed to be a high-skill lobby, by the way. I am not complaining though. Here I get a few good hits on the civilians. And what are we doing here? The gambling revolver offers me a free hit, so I tunnel them, since they are extremely low. And here I finally get rid of a revolver and start to tunnel this taunt adrenaline. I use agitation to cut them off and reset my stamina. Even in death, the revolver player knows me. I find a seemingly AFK revolver, so I bank some hits off of them. And free kill, I guess. Now time for this revolver. Where did they go? I see the used cloak. Actually almost got me there. Now back then, I thought I did a lot of damage to this crowd, but it seems that I only hit a max of 2 people. But this punch dash whiffed, so I swapped targets to them. Man, I hate revolvers. Now I have more stamina than this punch, so I decide to go for the kill. And finally, that's one less hindrance to winning this match. I am forced to immolate since I am running out of nose. Finally, I get the kill on this taunt. And what? Why does Pummel do the old tangle if missed? This move is just the best move in the game, I guess. Now this revolver is cornered and somehow slowed, so I go after them. They back themselves into a corner to hit a revolver shot on me, but I don't fall for this and kill them. And now is LMS time. Honestly, this revolver cloak from earlier is the worst possible matchup for Harken in LMS. I use Repress in effort to reveal the civilian since I am not too familiar with how the move works yet. And they do a very ballsy move of walking through my agitation, also demonstrating exactly why I hate revolvers. Now as I go into enrage, pay attention to my health bar. I use agitation but fails to cut them off. And now that they are cornered, I should reset chase. And what am I doing? But it's all good since Pummel is the best move in the game. Now with less stamina, the civilian will likely try to use revolver, which I am extremely wary of. Oh my gosh, I'm going to die to this. How the hell am I alive? Now with this heavenly plot armor, surely I do not die to the revolver, right? The civilian goes to a spot they haven't gone to all game, and I hit a miss Pummel, securing the round. GG's. I will be posting semi-regularly on this channel, including shorts of all sorts of games. Enjoy playing, have a good rest of your day, and goodbye for now.